Hi there, welcome to today's workplace series. Today we're talking about loyalty. If you've ever watched the TV show Survivor, you'll know that as that game unfolds, the cast members are building alliances, they're ditching alliances, and they're generally scheming and plotting their way to try and get to the top of that totem pole. Loyalty between the players, it lasts for a while, but the people often cast it aside in their effort to win. Sadly, sometimes workplaces can kind of resemble a game of Survivor. As loyalties form, they shift, they subside. When you see that happen, it's often happening and is prevalent when organisations are restructuring, going through difficulties. For example, if they've got bad sales numbers, if a project's behind schedule, if there's some sort of messy issue that's either operating externally or internally and is affecting how the company works. You also see it when senior leaders change roles. There's that jockeying for positions as people navigate that political landscape because they're trying to make sure that they're okay. In these situations, loyalty can work for you. It can also work against you, depending on who you're loyal to and who's loyal to you. You can find that the people who you thought were loyal, who you thought had your back, have walked away from providing you with support because they've shifted allegiance. Loyalty is important because it strengthens connections and relationships. The American author of the Godfather series, Mario Puzo, once remarked, "The strength of a family, like the strength of an army, is in its loyalty to each other." At work, at life in general, it feels good to have loyal people around you. A boss who supports and encourages you. Colleagues who are going to be there when you need them and who don't have hidden agendas and don't feel like they're playing games with you. Team members who have your back, buy into your ideas, support your implementation. But can loyalty go too far? Think about it for a minute. What would you do if the person that you're loyal to asked you to do something that you disagreed with? Or that you thought, even worse, was unethical? What if being loyal to someone else meant that you had to be disloyal to yourself, to walk away from your values and what mattered to you? So while the word loyalty kind of evokes a positive and healthy sentiments, it can also be unhealthy. And that's when that allegiance and adherence operates without questioning. So firstly, you want to be loyal to yourself. Now, we often don't think about loyalty to ourselves because we think about loyalty as something that is external. But loyalty to yourself, that's about self-care. That's about treating yourself with the same kindness, care, compassion that you show to others. Prioritizing the time to ensure that you're in that best physical and mental shape, that's essential. Hard to turn up to work and be your best, to lead, inspire others if you're tired and grumpy. And when you fail to care for yourself, you can't care for those around you. So the question to ask yourself is, are you loyal to yourself and your needs, or do you subjugate your legitimate needs for the needs of others? Next, loyal to others. And this is considering it in terms of the loyalty to the people that you work with. Because being loyal isn't just about supporting someone, doing what they want or saying what they want to hear. The most loyal friends and work colleagues are the ones who want the best for you. They're willing to have those tough conversations. You know, the conversations that we don't like to have, but we know we need to have. And they're willing to step into those tough conversations because they genuinely care for you. Now, these aren't spiteful conversations, they're courageous. They're designed to enhance the relationship, to help you really dig into what's going on so that you can secure good outcomes. When someone has that conversation with you, they're stepping into it with an open heart and an open mind. In a team environment, you want to strive to develop a team that supports and backs each other. And it can be so easy to fall into that trap of mistaking agreement for loyalty. And nothing can be further from the truth. The best teams can be loyal to each other, but still fiercely and productively debate and disagree with each other. Because if everyone is just blindly loyal to each other, you're going to miss the opportunity to learn and grow. You're going to sidestep those tough issues. You're going to walk straight past that bias that's right in front of you. And those issues, those tough issues that need to be surfaced, no one's going there. They are just going to stay suppressed underneath the surface. And when dissent is silenced, because disagreement is construed as disloyalty, then you've got a real problem in your team. You want to encourage your team members to question, challenge, and be forever curious. Because when they have that at the forefront of their mind, they're going to be way more willing to challenge assumptions, expectations, dig into roadblocks, all of those things that can be holding the team back, but also holding you back as their leader. They're going to be ready to engage in spirited conversations. And that requires everyone in the room to show up, to think deeply, to challenge their assumptions and their perspectives, and be open to thinking differently and to changing. Loyalty matters. It feels great, but not at the expense of debate, learning, progress, and ethical decision making. So the thing to leave you with today is, how does loyalty play out for you? Are you being loyal to yourself? And what does loyalty look like in your team? Take care. I'll see you next week.